Alrighty, our worst fears have been confirmed. Daniel Jones' ACL is torn following an MRI this morning, and he is going to be out for the remainder of the season. In today's video, we're just going to break down everything New York Giants. We'll talk about the game from yesterday. We'll talk about Daniel Jones. We'll talk about his future with the New York Giants, because I'm going to be honest right now. I feel as if Daniel Jones has taken his last snap for the New York Giants, because I do believe there will be a new starting quarterback for this football team next season. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. We would greatly appreciate it. No matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, when the Giants make a move, when there's Giants breaking news, we make a video. So if you're looking for free content every single day on the latest Giants news and rumors, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ian Rappaport broke the news this morning saying Giants quarterback Daniel Jones is in fact out for the season with a torn ACL. Coach Brian Daboll said following today's MRI, he'll undergo surgery with the plan of being ready for the 2024 season. So I just want to get everybody's one-word reaction down in the comments section. Give me your one-word reaction to the news that Daniel Jones has torn his ACL and is going to be out for the remainder of the season. Mine? Well, it's been the season of what could go wrong has gone wrong for the New York Giants. It goes back to the first drive of the first game against the Dallas Cowboys, the first field goal attempt of the season. Blocked by the Cowboys, Andrew Thomas tears his hamstring chasing the guy down, Dallas scores, and ever since then, it has been downhill for this football team. But for Daniel Jones, I legitimately do think this is going to be his last time playing meaningful snaps for the New York Giants. The only way I see Daniel Jones taking snaps under center as the quarterback for the New York Giants again is if the rookie that they draft this upcoming year or the veteran that they add this upcoming year in free agency has an injury and is not able to go. There is no way that the Giants cannot look forward at the quarterback position and understand that they need to make changes. And this isn't just because Daniel Jones has not been good this year. I'm not even talking about that. It would be organizational malpractice for the Giants to not adjust their sights and adjust their focus onto who is going to be the next starting quarterback, the next franchise quarterback for the New York Giants. Because now, let's just face the facts. Daniel Jones has missed 8 games in the last 3 seasons due to a neck injury. That's not good. That is something that you should never play about. Neck injuries are scary. And I hope that Daniel Jones is 100% back from his neck injury. Because when I watched him yesterday prior to his ACL, he was clearly not 100%. His arm was off. He didn't have the arm strength he used to. I felt like his mobility was off. It was clear that his neck was still affecting him. So you have a quarterback that has missed half a season in the last 3 seasons due to a neck injury. And now he has a torn ACL. And I know that Ian Rappaport is saying that he is going to undergo surgery and has a plan of being ready for the 2024 season. In what world is Daniel Jones going to be ready by the first week of September after a torn ACL in the first week of November? That would be a 10-month recovery time. I've been following this game for a little while. You don't come back from an ACL in 10 months. You don't. Kyler Murray tore his ACL around this time last year. He's not ready to go yet. I know Wan'Dale Robinson tore his ACL around this time last year. He had to miss, I believe, the first 2 games of the season this year. And even then, he was on a pitch count, and he doesn't practice on Wednesdays. There is no way in hell that Daniel Jones is going to be able to be ready to go in week 1. If he is, I'll say I'm wrong and I'm an idiot. I'll be man enough to accept that. I just don't see a world where that is happening. Daniel Jones is an extremely hard worker, so maybe it is possible, but I don't see a way that it's going to happen. So I'll ask you this question. Is Daniel Jones, let me rephrase that. Has Daniel Jones played his last game as a quarterback for the New York Giants? Let me know what you think. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Has Daniel Jones played his last game as a quarterback for the New York Giants? Has he played in his last game? Will he take more snaps for the Giants in the regular season? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I don't think he does. There's no way you can't address the quarterback position this offseason and start to move forward. I understand you gave him a lot of money, and I understand that he's still on the books for he has a cap hit of $47 million next year, cap hit at 2025 of $41 million, and a cap hit of $58 million. You can get out of his contract following the 2024 season with just a limited amount of dead cap. And it's really not even limited, to be honest with you. You have a potential out after the 2024 season, going into the 2025 season, which would make the deal a 2-year, $82 million contract. You would have $22 million in dead cap if you cut him after the 2024 season. That is how I think it is going to play out. I think Daniel Jones will play his last season for the Giants next year, and I don't expect him to be the starting quarterback. So there's that. A lot of people asking me, Marshall, does the ACL mean that the Giants can get out of his contract? No. His contract is guaranteed for next season. The earliest the Giants can get out of his contract is following the 2024 season, cut him in spring of 2025, and carry a dead cap hit of $22 million for the 2025 season. Very, very unfortunate. Before we dive any more deeper into today's show, I got to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Prize Picks. It's the number 1 way to play daily fantasy. If you want to play daily fantasy and you want to win real money, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. That's prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the promo code CLNS, and Prize Picks is going to match your initial deposit up to $100. So put $100 in your account when you first create it at prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. Prize Picks will give you a free $100. This is what I'm rolling with tonight. The quarterbacks on Monday Night Football. I'm going with more passing yards for Justin Herbert at 249.5. And I'm going with less passing yards than Zach Wilson for 216.5. How do you play? You create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply choose more or less on their projected stat line. I'll have the link clickable down in the comments and description. prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. It's honestly, no matter where you stand, and I am right down the middle with Daniel Jones. I've believed in him. I've not believed in him. I'm riding that fence with Jones of where I think he is. But it is a sad day to face the music. His career as a Giant is probably over. And you know what? He's had some pretty cool moments here. That first game against him, getting kind of chills right now. First game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Comes back from what? 21 down in the second half. QB draw to win the game. What about the playoff game against the Minnesota Vikings? How fun was that? First quarterback ever to have more than 300 passing yards, more than 70 rushing yards, and 3+ touchdowns in a playoff game in NFL history. I don't just want to shit on Daniel Jones. He hasn't had the best opportunity. He hasn't had the best talent around him. He hasn't gone to the best organization. Let's be honest. Giants are not a good organization, and they've been one of the worst since Daniel Jones has been drafted. He's had 3 different head coaches. 4 different offensive coordinators. How many different combinations on the offensive line? Is Daniel Jones a bust? No. Is the contract a failure? Yes. Is he 100% to blame? No. But at the end of the day, he just didn't get it done. And that's life. Sometimes in life, you don't get shit done the way you want it to. And there's outside factors that contribute to that. Daniel Jones, I hope he has 100% recovery. I hope he's able to have a healthy neck for the rest of his life. I don't root injury for anybody. I just think it's time for the Giants to look in the mirror and move on. Later on I can't even fucking think straight. Later on the channel, we're going to go live, and I'm going to give you some Daniel Jones replacements because there is no way in hell that Tommy Devito can play 8 more games for this football team. John Mara fired Joe Judge after 2 seasons because the team was incompetent. Midway through the third quarter yesterday, dating back to the last 6.5 quarters, the Giants had 6 passing yards. Their offense is incompetent. Brian Daboll, you were brought here because you were some offensive wizard in Buffalo. You were able to get the most out of Josh Allen. You were brought here to fix the offense. I'm not saying the Giants are going to fire Brian Daboll. I don't think they will. But if you don't think that seat is starting to heat up, You're just wrong. You're just wrong. This team, I know a lot of people want them to lose games. I will never root for the New York Giants to lose football games. I will never do that. I understand that losing games may be beneficial down the road. I understand that. But Brian Dable and Joe Schoen cannot afford to tank. They cannot. Maybe they can. And if they trot out Tommy Devito for 8 more games, maybe they are tanking. Because there's absolutely better quarterbacks in free agency that can help this team win football games right now. I'm devastated. I'm upset. I'm just like you guys. I'm a Giants fan through and through, and I live and die with how well this team plays. And right now, it's not fun. It's absolutely not fun. All righty. We're going to be back on the channel in a couple hours. We'll be live. We'll be breaking this game down from yesterday. We'll give you my Daniel Jones replacements. And if any more news or rumors comes out, we're going to have a video for you as soon as possible. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up icon. We'd really appreciate it. And make sure to hit that sub button. And we'll see you later. Go Big Blue.